This is the options section. It assembles very much these frameworks, come out of the box, they're done, ready to go. We need to assemble them to the base unit. What we're showing you here in step 4. There's no way to get this one wrong. Just use the same 10 or quarter 20 screws to hold them on in place. And then there's the top portion as well. To get that screwed in, there's pilot holes in the top of each one of these frames for you to use. And then we have to assemble this header. Now this header is going to come into you already assembled, so you need to unassemble it. There's 8 screws on the bottom of it, so flip it over, take those 8 screws out, turn it right side up again, and you'll be left with this base portion. In the top of the X, which is here, there are 4 holes that are already tapped, and you're going to use those 4 holes with the 1024 machine screws that we provided. A flashlight comes in really handy to see the holes. Phil's like 8 feet tall, so he could see down in there, but a flashlight just to see where the holes in this this wood portion line up with the holes in the metal plate, and then you just screw those into place, and then you assemble it in reverse of taking it apart. So put the graphic in, and then the top, there's this kind of gross seam here. We want to minimize that. We've been putting a piece of tape, pulling the 2 pieces together and putting a piece of tape on the inside of this, so it's not seen, and it just helps hold that graphic together and minimize the gap. We've been putting this seam towards the back of the store because it's not unsightly, but it just doesn't look as good as the front. And then we assembled the corner units. On here, there are nail fins on some of them. On the vinyl, Builders Series vinyl, there may be a nail fin that you have to cut off because that one actually gets centered on the fixture here. But for the premium window series, 2500 and 4500 does have nail fins. Just use a double-sided tape on the bottom of the corner window unit and then on that nail fin and get it put into place, and it holds nice and sturdy. And then we would double face tape the other corner units in place. Phil had a trick because the windows aren't exactly square. He was putting lengths of double face tape along the bottom and then just tabs of double face tape at the top, because if you put it along both sides, it's a nightmare to try to get it put in and assembled on that correctly. Then we're mounting the sample boards. Sample boards go back to back. So you're going to have 2 2500s, 2 4500s, and 2 of the others. Just note that they go back to back on this fixture. So here we're showing you the Builder Series on this face, and then on the other side, that's going to be the same panel on there. Should be pretty easy. And then we have a video for you. I'm going to stop this here. Notice this handle right here. That's to represent the handle, the pull-up handle on the window. Do not get that over on this side. We saw it in one store, I believe, Phil, that was on the side, and it really should be on the bottom.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Yeah. Okay, so that concludes your training on the fixture installation thing. Any questions? Anything you want me to go over? I can do it all over again if you want.
Did you put the stickers on that last display?
Um, yes,
Okay.
yes. And you'll see in the video, there's a sticker that goes on each one of these corner units. Um, you can see where it's orientated. There's a JELD-WIN sticker that's already on there. Just position it and center it below that, and all will be good. Okay. In conclusion, if there's no questions, we need to talk about Monday's installation real quick. So we've been notified by two stores. Phil helped me out, Kalamazoo and Wichita.
Yes.
So whoever the lucky ones are that have Kalamazoo and Wichita, there's an existing pavilion in the space where our fixtures are going to occupy, most of our fixtures. We were notified by those two stores that the pavilion will not be down by Monday. Rest assured, you can go in and do your work. There's going to be that pad for the window or the patio door fixture that's going to be empty, so you can go ahead and assemble the patio door fixture where it needs to go. And then the other fixtures, we're going to work with the millwork manager to figure out where we can assemble those because they're going to tear down the patio, the pavilion, and then they're going to move our fixtures into place. So you actually have kind of an easier job. But just work. If you get in there and the pavilion is still up, we know that it's going to be Kalamazoo and Wichita so far. If you get in there and the pavilion is still up, don't freak out. Just say, hey, we're here to install the fixtures. Obviously, we can't install the X, Y, and options fixtures because your pavilion's in the way. Where do you want them assembled and installed so that you can move them into place at a later date? Okay. Any questions on that? John, you crystal clear on that? John sleeping. Okay, so that's it.